We've reached our destination.
Seriously?
I guess.
What?
All right.
Huh?
You did it!
What is it? We've reached our destination.
Think we could take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy.
No thanks. Let's turn back.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You want me? Come get me!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
Come here. We got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Why'd you heal me? All yours.
Wind astral energy.
Demon Fang! Here I
Raging
come!
cascade.
Strike!
Sleep now.
Shockwave Strike! My turn!
Here I go. Strike. Hurricane Strike. Whoa. Hey, one at a time. Let me
Count on.
First, raging cascade. Flame of fury. Dance in the wind. This one's mine. Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
Hey, no complaints here!
Piercing roar!
Here's a healing art. Hurricane Raging Flame. Walling
Demon
out here to help.
Fang!
Hurricane Strike.
Here I ignite!
Lightning Condense. Thunder Blade. Illuminate the
Demon
dark.
Fang!
Holy Glimmer. Flare Blast.
Explosive Ring!
Inferno Cross. Here's a healing art.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my friends.
Where are you going? I'm ready to go.
Demon Fang!
By the power of slaughter.
Explosive Ring!
Light up the door. Here, let me help.
All right.
Let me
Demon
help.
Fang!
First aid. Holy Land.
Demon
Here
Fang!
goes it. Illuminate the dark. Come forth.
Can't
Holy
get out of
Glimmer.
this.
Here's a healing art.
On guard!
First
I'll
aid.
smash you!
Holy Land.
The flame inside me, yours to be let free! Eat dirt!
Piercing roar!
Demon Fang!
Radiant light.
Lightning strike!
Explosive Ring!
It looks like you got this on.
Demon
Rock
Fang!
and ready. Searing blade. I never miss. Hurricane strike in the wind.
Demon Fang!
Will this hurricane strike? This one.
Demon Fang!
More where that came from. Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy glimmer. Hurricane strike. The flames will roar. Burning. Dance in the wind.
Demon Fang!
Feel. Radiant.
Make it rain!
Now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Raging cascade. Into the shadows.
The flame inside me, yours to be let free!
Here's a healing art.
My head's spinning just one
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Glacial holy land.
Take this!
Hurricane strike.
Not today!
It's go time. The enemy is going all out.
They're on him!
Dance in the wind. Here's a healing art.
Demon
Take it down!
Demon Fang! Try this!
Hurricane strike!
Explosive ring!
Lightning strike!
Grind and rend! Here! One at a time! I never miss! Here goes! One left! Wait! Here goes!
Hurricane
Fire!
Lightning strike!
It's time!
More with that
Demon Fang!
Hurricane
Demon Fang!
Illuminator ring! Come forward!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind! Piercing in here!
It's
Might be
on!
saving this one! Here, this one's mine!
The enemy's on the rope.
We've got him where we want him.
It's time to end this battle.
It's showtime!
Going over won't save you.
In a bind?
Healing left! Lightning Kazam!
Hurricane
Glacial
Kazam.
Illuminate the
I owe you one. Demon
Freeze
Fang!
Laser!
Ready to go.
Flame of Fury! Burning!
Demon Fang!
More evil!
It's on!
Look sharp! Freeze Laser! It's about to strike!
Easter! Look sharp, everyone! Demon Fang!
Holy Land! Confiscating!
Demon Fang!
Hydration Orb! Back into the
Demon
fire!
Fang!
Anything in armor. It looks like we made a mess.
Try harder!
Magic Kazam! Healing Circle!
Demon! In a bind?
Make it rain.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Sword and shield!
A classic combination.
We've reached our destination. Sure.
Right!
Hey!
Yeah! Well, if it ain't the Blazing Sword and his merry crew.
Mahavar? I can't believe you're still alive.
Course I am. If you landlubbers can make it out of that sinking ship alive, ain't no reason an old sea dog like me wouldn't too.
Yeah, but that wave hit hard. I'm glad to see you're okay. Sorry we put you in so much danger back there.
All water under the bridge at this point. You helped make one of my life's dreams come true. The ship, on the other hand, she took a bit of a beating, though, I'll admit.
Really? What happened to it? It looks fine to me on the outside.
She's fine now, but she was in rough shape when I made it back here. Engine chamber gave up the ghost. Without a lot of options, I decided to talk to the head honcho of the Dark Wings and see if he could help at all. And wouldn't you know it, Crazy Fool sent over Renin engineers to help. Can you believe it?
Renin?
Yep. Said they came from Menancia. They were real professionals. Did what they needed to and didn't give me guff or anything. I was damn near floored.
So they did the work themselves. Good on them.
Well, they did a bang-up job, because she's better than ever now. Speaking of which, I take it she's why you're here?
Yes. We need to get out on the ocean, and fast. When can we set sail?
Give the man a minute to think it over, Alphen. He hasn't even said yes yet.
It's all right, little lady. I'm a man of the sea. I'll gladly help. Hop aboard, folks.
This thing already looked plenty huge from afar. Seeing it up close makes it really hit home.
I didn't expect the journey to go so smoothly. I figured the Renins would send something to sink us.
Maybe they didn't think we had the nerve to come.
Somehow I kinda doubt that.
It's entirely possible they don't see us as a threat.
What do you mean?
That they think they're beyond our reach. Still, this structure is quite the unusual sight. Truth be told, never seen anything like it.
You're right. It doesn't look like the buildings on Lenegis at all. Or like any Renin structure for that matter.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like the kind of thing that has people inside either. Yeah, it's definitely something creepy. What the hell is it even made of?
I don't know. It's not mechanical or biological, but it's definitely alive in some way.
Shion?
I'm okay. It's nothing.
Well, what do we do now?
We have to stop this thing from siphoning off all of Dana's astral energy. That means finding the core and smashing it to bits.
Okay, but look at the size of it. I don't know if we'll find the core just wandering around.
Good point. Can anyone get a read on the astral energy around us? Any kind of a sign?
There's a rather enormous flow of energy moving directly upwards. If we wish to follow it, we'll have to do some climbing.
Rinwell?
Over there?
Hey, what's up with you?
Huh?
You okay? What happened?
I'm not sure. When I was reaching out to the astral energy, I thought I heard a voice.
A voice?
Yeah. I couldn't make out any words, but it sounded like it wanted me to come to it.
This seems like a trap, right?
It's not a trap.
How can you tell?
Listen, I don't know why, but when it spoke to me, I knew it wasn't hostile.
What do you think?
It could well be a trap. However, it's also our only real option short of wandering aimlessly about.
Let's trust Rinwell on this.
You sure?
Yeah.
It beats the alternative, I guess. What did I say? Sheesh, it's like walking on eggshells around here.
Sometimes you have to choose your words more carefully, Law.
Huh? Oh, right.
It's noisy in here, isn't it?
Things should calm down a little once we're through with this place.
Optimistic as always.
I see that the interior of the wedge is every bit as strange and unusual as the exterior. Intriguing.
If I didn't see it come from Lenegus, I wouldn't believe it was Renan. Just what's with this place?
Yeah, it's all twisty and lumpy. Whatever it's all for, I'm stumped.
No choice.
Right here! I got it!
Thanks, Gio.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Whatever you do, just stay away from the spores.
Demon Fang! Sharpwood Strike! Demon Fang!
Illuminate the star! Healing comes!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Explosive Ring!
What would I do without you? I never miss. I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my...
In an instant! Impact Block! My turn! Mirage!
Prepare to be defeated.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Demon Fang! Showtime!
Mega Ray!
Look sharp!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Demon Fang!
Shield! Steel Force! Hurricane Raging Cascade! Do it!
Reverse!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
I think I'm getting stronger.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
I won't forgive you!
You want me? Come
Not
get me!
today!
Not in your dreams!
Demon Fang!
Glacial denied!
This one's gonna be tough!
Make it rain! Idiot!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
Demon Fang!
Mine!
It's on! Demon
Now!
Fang! Don't release! In an instant! Impact Block!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear!
Try this!
Lightning Strike!
Explosive Ring!
This one's
Demon
yours!
Fang!
Here I go! Go! Let the marksman handle this!
Explosive Ring!
My astral
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun? No way. appreciate the help.
Here's a healing
Demon
arc.
Fang! Try this!
First aid.
Explosive ring!
Lightning orb. Lightning
Yeah.
arrow.
This one's
Shadow
mine.
ring.
Shattering pieces!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always. Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This is all Dana's astral energy.
Are you saying the Renans are funneling it through here to send to Lenegis?
Sure looks like it. An opponent like this should be easy.
Lunar corruption.
You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang!
Raging storm.
Explosive ring! Demon Fang!
Here's a healing arc. Raging mine.
Now I can let no further! Demon Fang!
Into the wind. Searing flame.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even...
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
That's what I like to hear.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Let the marksman handle this. Going in.
Try
Get
this!
into the wind. Lunar corruption. Is that statue wielding art? Now I've seen everything.
Got flyers!
I got that. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
Get into the wind.
Now! Demon Fang!
Into the shadows.
Okay, here I go!
Denied!
Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
Right now.
Finish! Remote!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Got it!
Well done.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
This seems strange. Like it should be among creatures you'd find in a forest.
Cut it out! I don't need to hear that. It's gotta be man-made, right?
Were it so, it would not be any easier to predict. Remain vigilant.
Little help.
Look sharp! Prepare to be seized! Explosive ring!
Illuminate the dark. Radiant
Demon
shield.
Fang!
Holy lamp.
In a bind?
Annihilation.
Pissed off!
Explosive
ring! Not today!
Wind astral energy.
Demon Fang!
Make it rain!
Sora! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Holy.
I need to be stronger.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
This one I never miss.
Demon Fang! Try this!
Here,
Demon Fang!
I can shatter any steel!
I can do this. I just have to get it together.
we're right here. We can help you. Shion's right. You have us.
You're right. Thanks.
Demon Fang!
Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Will this help?
Demon Fang! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Raging Cascade.
Will this help?
Heal in the wind.
Next!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I still got a ways to go. No choice.
Let me help.
Right here! I got
Eat dirt!
Lightning condemned!
Demon Fang!
Annihilation! Illumination! Come forth!
Your wings won't save you from me!
Ready and ready!
denied!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Save you!
I owe you one. Demon Fang! Try this!
Where are you going?
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Now!
Hold on to your arm.
Mirage!
Here I come!
Ignite! Okay, here I go.
And just like that, I'm back in.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Mega Ray! Eat dirt! Here's a healing cascade! I never miss!
It's on! Demon Fang!
In a bind?
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and... This is the power of the blazing sword!
Go no further!
Burn!
Just what I needed.
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword,
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Damn it! Demon Fang!
Raging storm!
Make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
This place definitely isn't easy to navigate. That's for sure.
I doubt this structure was conceived with the ease of people's movement in mind.
Yeah. We've been seeing nothing but Zoogle nests.
It's almost as if we're inside an incredibly immense spirit vessel of some sort.
A spirit vessel? If that's the case, then that would make Lenegis the master core that's receiving all the astral energy.
Hey, have you heard that voice again since we came in here?
Oh, so now you believe me.
I never said I didn't believe you.
The further in we go, the stronger the voice gets.
Is that a sign we're going the right way then?
Where's this voice coming from? Can you tell?
Yeah, kind of. I hear it inside me, but I feel like it's also coming from every direction around us. It's hard to describe. It's almost like it's surrounding me.
Surrounding, huh?
Considering astral energy is involved, it's not that unusual.
Right, but it's not scary or anything. Listening to it is really soothing.
If you think so, just promise you'll say something if the voice gets too clingy or anything.
I promise.
An opponent like this should be easy. Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
I can carve through armor!
Ha! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang! Try this!
It's time!
This one's mine!
Explosive ring!
Here's a healing arm.
Can't get out of this!
Demon Fang! Try this! Damn it!
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up.
I'm not done! Try this! Explosive ring!
Hurricane strike! Far enough!
Demon Fang!
Air thrust
Piercing
now!
roar!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done! Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I feel sprightlier than before.
Wow! You've got to be lucky to find this stuff.
Indeed. I can tell it's quite the find.
I never miss!
It's go time! This one's all
I
mine!
never miss!
Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring!
Do it! What did they do? Astral energy!
Say no more.
Shot!
Well done!
You're on! Okay, here I go! Demon Fang!
Now! Release astral energy!
Say no more.
With this, I can become even stronger. Looks like some solid equipment.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
This one's mine!
Reload! Here goes! This one! Go get it!
Sword Rain Alpha!
One last one! You win! That's not even fair!
If it's
Air thrust!
it's mine.
Raging cascade!
Ready to go.
Red Spear!
And I never miss.
Lightning condemned! I'm all set up!
Now you see what I can do!
Lightning! Downfall! Here's a healer! In the wind! First aid! Air thrust! Fire acid water!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And cover it to me!
Burning! Sleep now! Laser spear! Pierce evil! Seal!
Burn in hell!
You get desert! Cyclone! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! You get desert! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer! Piercing roar!
Take this!
Take this!
Hurricane strike! One last one! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Raining Flash!
Now you see what I can do!
No
further!
Hurricane strike! Air thrust! Fire!
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Fire! Dance in the wind! Hurricane Seal! Sleep now!
Burn!
Magic is out! Cyclone! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
You require a hand.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Hey, look at that enemy!
We're in for a long slog with this one.
I'll smash you!
Hurricane
Can't get out of this!
Holy Land! Lightning strike!
Be careful, everyone.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Shot!
Well done!
Demon Fang!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Lead the enemy
Like a
army
job
to
for
me!
yours truly.
No complaints here!
Make it rain.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Now! Demon Fang!
Now!
By the power of water.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
feel. Now! I'm out of it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! No,
Make it rain!
Here I come! Come one, come all!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Like we're gonna lose to Small Fry. We've sure climbed up a long way, haven't we?
Watch your step ahead. With no fencing in place, it would be quite hazardous to fall.
Is it just me? I'll do my best!
I can carve through armor!
This one's all mine!
Take this!
Meteor storm! Mega ray!
Explosive ray! Demon Fang! Explosive ring!
The enemy will arc too. We'll soon see about that. Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Demon Fang! Too fast!
Their arcs were interrupted!
I'll trip it up.
Demon Fang!
Shattering Tiger Blade!
A victory for the ages.
No choice!
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Burning Sun! Where are you going? Holy Land! I'm gone! Glacial Spear!
Demon Fang!
Dancing Pearl!
Shockwave Slash!
Take
Freeze
this!
Dancer!
We got fire!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Make it ready! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Demon Fang!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Who said anything about letting off?
Demon Fang! Ignite!
This one's mine!
Demon Fang! Try more! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Seems about right to me. That equipment should come in handy.
Out of our way! Far enough! Voltage to the shadow! Lightning condemned!
Can't get out of this!
Hurricane Foot! Illuminate the dark!
I'll pass you!
Holy Hammer!
Make it rain!
In an instant! Impact Block! My turn!
Dance in the wind! Here goes!
Here I
In
come!
here! Hurricane
I'm not
Foot!
done!
Let's get
Demon,
you up!
my turn!
Gravitas field!
I'm not done! Demon Fang!
Make it rain!
Aquila Surge! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in.
Look. Looks like some solid equipment.
Seriously?
Is this a
Joke?
Flame inside me yearns to be
Hurricane
let free!
Dragon!
Demon Fang! Try this!
Let's get you all tucked away!
No matter what, nothing gets past my shield.
Let loose!
Demon
Fang!
Where are you going? This one's mine!
Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Lightning orb!
Burn! Demon Fang! Explosive ring!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Explosive ring! Demon Fang!
Here's a hero!
This one's all mine! Now I can let loose! Demon Fang! You're mine! I'm not done! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Not
Get
again.
behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Demon Fang!
Not on my watch! Hurricane
Time to let it rip! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Eat dirt!
Demon Fang! Suffering Blast! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang! This one's all mine! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Will this help?
Going in.
Healing Circle! Supernova!
Raging
Cascade!
Demon Fang! Join this!
Glacial Blade! Tiger Blade!
Here's the healing!
Attack time!
Sleep
Demon
now. Looks
Fang!
like you got this one covered.
Demon Fang!
Radiant, this one's mine. The water, blah, blah,
This
blah,
one's all
blah.
mine!
Here's a healing
Demon
on the
Fang!
way.
Flaming Meteor!
Ignite!
First aid.
Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring! Demon Fang!
There you go. Don't let up.
Demon Fang!
Naked Blade!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I can feel my precision improving. That equipment should come in handy.
Anything in armor is
Demon Fang!
Here's the
Explosive ring!
Here's evil.
What I can do!
Demon Fang!
Blah, blah, blah. That's it.
Come and face me! Demon Fang!
Going in.
Now or never.
Cascade. Recover.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about
Demon
that.
Fang! No escape!
Sleep now.
Not today!
Get on that together.
Demon Fang!
Supernova. Mega Ray.
Denied!
Do it.
You're finished! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Radiant.
Go
Illuminate. Come forth. Holy glimmer.
I still got a ways to go!
Out of our way. Where are you going? Sleep now. Mark here. Let me hide.
Explosive ring! Now I can let loose!
Raging
Demon
storm.
Fang!
Slow flight.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Strion,
We
can you
managed
take care
to
of
get
that?
the time.
For now.
Nothing done.
But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay
Prepare to
alert.
be sealed, O
Hold
fleet
the
of
field.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
Stars of light. Rain down. I'm all purify all.
Look sharp!
Inferno crossing.
You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang!
Meteor. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
I'm not done! Demon Fang!
No further!
Do it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Sword and shield!
A classic combination.
But a opponent like this should be easy.
I'll
thrash you!
Far enough. Mega ray. Holy land. Hurricane.
Demon Fang!
Mega ray. Lightning.
Demon Fang!
Where are you going?
Demon Fang! Ha! Eat dirt! Demon Fang! Try this!
Raging cascade. Healing storm
Demon
here.
Fang!
Inferno cross. Get on in there with the others.
Thanks!
Here goes.
Demon
Look
Fang!
where that came from. Downfall. Let us illuminate the dark.
Explosive ring!
Glacial fire. Holy
Demon Fang! Hold nothing back! Demon Fang!
hurricane war.
I don't know what I'd do without. Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
Inferno crossing. Glacial spear. Here's evil. Let
Demon
Astral
Fang!
lightning condemn. Illuminate the blah 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 magic.
Leave the charge!
Demon Fang!
I can't hold on.
I've used a bit too much healing.
Right! Here goes! Demon Fang!
This one.
Now you see what I can do.
Igneous! Far enough!
Gemini Alpha. It'll body slam us into
Demon
next
Fang!
week.
I'm not done! Demon Fang!
By the power of water. Hurricane
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Here.
Demon Fang!
Here's the
Explosive ring!
First aid.
Take this.
Demon
Where are
Fang!
you going? Stars of light.
Demon
Rain
Fang!
down and
Here I go.
purify all. Glacial fire.
In a bind.
Annihilation.
Demon Fang!
Tiger blade. Flame of fury. Meteor strong. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Inferno crossing!
Going in.
I have no limits! Demon Fang!
Flaming meteor!
Suffering
Lightning orb. Healing fire. It's
Demon
showtime.
Fang!
Shattering the pieces.
In the wind. Hurricane.
I'll burn it all! Ah! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Illuminate the dark.
Now you see what I can do.
You picked the wrong fight!
By the
Try this!
Leave the charge to me!
Explosive ring!
Far enough!
I'm out of ammo.
Demon
This one's
Fang!
mine!
First aid.
Now I can let loose!
Shield.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Hurricane.
Can't get out of this!
Sleep now.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Great!
Thanks, Strion. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better. Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Illuminate the...
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Here, let me help.
This one's all mine! Burn!
Tempest.
Charging Flash!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Demon
It's
Fang.
this one. This one's mine.
I can carve through armor.
Lightning orb. I'll be
This
raging
one's mine.
cascade.
Inferno crossing!
Breath. Dance in the wind!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Glacial fire! Come in handy! Inferno ring! And again! Can't get red!
No escape!
Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Good to know my training is paying off.
Here?
It's here?
Yes. All the energy flowing through the wedge comes together and collects here.
Is that thing a Zoogle? Holy crap, it's huge!
A central core and a guardian?
Once we beat that thing, it'll stop the wedge from taking in any more astral energy, right?
It seems we're in for a fight regardless.
Here it comes. Stay sharp, everyone!
Is there no end to what the Renans can cook up?
I don't know if that's a machine or what, but I do know it's pissing me off!
Watch yourself. There is no knowing what it is capable of.
Any other wisdom you want to pass along?
You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang!
One more time!
Explosive ring!
Dance in the wind!
No further!
Healing circle!
Sweet, thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah,
You too.
Annihilation!
Take this!
I know what each
Demon
other!
Fang!
Mega ray! Annihilation!
Carve through armor!
Demon Fang!
Oh, sparkling stars of light!
Here I come!
Rain down and purify all!
This one's all mine!
Mega ray!
Burn in hell!
By the
Demon
power
Fang!
of water!
Try this!
Here, let me help!
Explosive ring!
Dance in the wind! Air
Demon
drop!
Fang!
I'll cover you! I'm on a roll! Recover!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
I owe you one.
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Dance in the wind!
Rising Wyvern!
Air thrust!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Healing circle!
Hurricane Thrust!
Fires of passion coursing this blade! Radiant shot here!
Showtime!
Here I go!
In here.
Spear!
Sleep now.
Water! Cyclone! Let me help! First aid! Glacial spear!
Sweet dreams.
Here's the evil! Raging laser! Spread! Here I go! Help this!
I don't feel like my usual self.
Are you all right? Let me handle this one.
So sorry to disappoint you.
Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Will this help? Healing circle! Dance in the wind! Here I go!
Won't feel.
Mega ray!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Here,
In
let me
here.
help.
Ignite!
This will come in handy.
Here I go.
Cyclone! Fires of passion coursing
More
this
Zoobles?
blade!
Keep calm and take them down.
Dance in the wind!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
Milk and place here!
Arch shield! This one's mine!
Armor won't save you! In a bind?
Sighted! Dance in the wind! Mega Whip! Lightning! Dance in the wind! Radiant air thrust! Will this help? Dance in the wind! Air thrust! 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 Fires of passion course in this blade! Sharpness! One more! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Take this! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah blah, then air thrust! Blah blah blah, air thrust! Don't mind if I do! Into the shadow! Hey! Gemini Aqua! One last dance in the wind!
You're art!
Dance in the wind! What's the secret to being as strong as you?
You're pretty fierce on your own.
Well, maybe.
Got him on the run.
But I don't get cocky.
Right. Still anyone's
Blah,
fight.
blah, blah, then air thrust. Fire, blah, blah, blah. Sharpness. Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust. Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Now we're
Finish this! Is it over?
What the hell is going on?
It's too dangerous! Stay back!
Okay?
Hey, are you crying?
I'm not the only one.
I heard it. Whatever it was, I heard it.
As did I. I'm not sure I'd call it a voice, but it was there.
What in the world just happened?
That was Dana's astral energy we just encountered. And I think what we heard might have been its voice?
You're saying astral energy has a mind of its own?
I haven't the slightest idea. But do you remember what happened when we fought Balseph back in Calaglia?
You mean when that fire monster came out of the spirit vessel?
Exactly. There was such a huge overflow of astral energy, it caused a monster to spawn and take physical form. Maybe the same thing happened here, just with way more astral energy and a bigger monster.
Does that mean if you gather enough astral energy, it can become sentient or take a physical form?
That's what I'm guessing, but it's just speculation. Master cores are able to hold a lot more energy than a spirit vessel, but we still haven't seen anything like that happen in our dealings with them.
That being said, there may be a mechanism of sorts inside Master Cores and spirit vessels that prevent such reactions.
That fire monster. I remember how it only appeared after Balsef's spirit vessel broke.
Then the reason Rinwell was able to sense all that astral energy earlier must have been because it was too much for that Zoogle to contain by itself.
So, then where do you think the Zoogle went? All that energy and poof, it's gone. The Zoogle with it. Doesn't that sound weird to anyone?
Indeed it does. However, in order for us to move our hypothesis forward, we will need to gather more evidence first. On that note, how are you holding up, Rinwell?
I just can't work out why. Why the voice reached out to me first.
Rinwell?
I can't help but wonder if it's because of my heritage that I was the one to hear it. Sorry. That's a strange thing to think, isn't it? Anyway, we should get going, right? We need to make sure the energy flow has actually stopped.
Are we gonna have to take this winding path all the way back down, too?
Yeah, but if anything, it should be easier than the climb up.
Everything all right? You kinda looked like you wanted to get something off your chest.
Huh? Oh,
Or not, you know, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah?
Sorry, never mind. Just forget it.
You wanna try being a little less cryptic, maybe? Yeah, all right, jeez. Sorry for taking an interest.
Stop it! It's okay, Hootle! Sorry. I guess I still don't really know how to put it into words.
Nah, that's fine, no rush. It might help you to talk about it, though.
I'll keep that in mind. And thanks.
Guess I misread the landing.
Hi, Hootle!
Take this!
I'll crush you! Dance in the wind! Denied! No forest fire in the sweep! Where are you going? However, magic is there! Hurricane! Lightning strike! Away! Don't mind if I do! Hurricane! What would I do without you?
You picked the wrong fight!
Hey! One at a
Demon
time!
Fist!
One
Hurricane! Explosive ring!
Lightning strike! Another arrow! First aid! No more! It's nothing! I'm alright!
I could do without this pain!
Hurricane!
Demon Fist!
Illuminate healing arc! Comfort aid! Hurricane! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Into the
Demon
shadows!
Fang!
The earth throbs in pain.
Look sharp! Gemini Outward! Lightning
Try harder!
Illuminate the dark!
No!
Come forward!
Can't end here!
Come on! You have to hold on! Glacial fire!
Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now. Look sharp! I'll be standing here! Hurricane Fire!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. Healing! What would I do?
Ignite!
I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my...
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Demon
Inferno Crossing!
Going in.
Shattering
I never
to
miss.
pieces! Lightning Strike!
Demon Fang!
Don't mind if I do. Going in.
Demon Fang!
Hurricane Strike!
Glacial Spear.
Lightning Strike!
Demon Fang!
Piercing Roar!
Here I come!
Going in!
I'll smash you!
Lightning Field.
Eat this!
Inferno Crossing!
Demon Fang! Try this!
Dance in the wind.
Explosive Wing!
Far enough!
Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear. Here's
In a
evil.
bind?
Inferno
Raging Storm.
Demon Fang!
Hurricane Strike!
Flawless Flight.
Lightning Strike!
I'll heal you all.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the wind. Astral Energy.
Say no more. They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds. Let's dispose of the trash.
Get behind me!
Try harder! Not a chance! No escape! Demon Fang!
Whatever you do, just stay away from the floor.
Let me see what I can do!
Light Astral Dance in the wind.
Demon!
How do you like being pounded into
Demon
shape?
Fang!
Hold on to your heart.
Ignite!
Here I go.
Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade!
Explosive Wing!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malita!
Demon Fang! Explosive Wing!
I never miss.
Demon Fang!
Just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Don't mind if I
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Not today!
Make it ready!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My turn! Demon Fang!
Hurricane Strike!
Front!
Lightning
Demon
Strike!
Fang!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Now you see what I can do!
Try this! Explosive Ring!
Seal. Your wings won't save you from me. I'll heal you all.
This is looking good.
Blind freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Thanks for the
You've got a
healing.
knack for battle.
Still playing.
Yeah, you do. I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar! Here, let me help. Lightning Meteor! Inferno Illuminate the dark!
Too fast!
Do it!
In an instant! Impact Block! Now! Here I come!
Here I go.
Mirage!
Nothing gets
Demon
me.
Fang!
Downfall!
Looks like it could be worth something.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Far enough!
Hit by the power of
Try this.
sparkling shattering
This one's gonna be tough! Demon Fang!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
The enemy wields art too.
We'll soon see about that.
Now I can let loose! Demon Fang! We did it! Not a chance!
Looks up!
Dance in the wind! You got confidence!
Demon Fang!
Hear me! Lord of the Sky!
Hurricane Strike!
Glacial
That's an interesting stance.
It's part of the Renin style.
A style made of both sides.
You're spicier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Further!
Try this!
Going in!
In a bind?
Inferno crossing!
I can carve through armor!
Demon Fang!
No matter what!
Rinwell!
It's nothing. I'm alright.
Demon Fang!
Tiger
Striker Slash!
Hurricane strike!
Field.
Demon Fang!
This will come in handy.
Destruction! Be still!
Piercing roar!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire! Demon Fang!
Arch shield! I never miss!
Holy Lamb. Too much to handle?
Try harder! Demon Fang! Explosive ring!
Healing circle!
Demon Fang!
Back into the fray!
Now I can let loose.
I owe you, Xion. Healing is what my art do best. All mine can do is cause havoc in
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well
really
I
don't-
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
Take this!
Ha! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang!
Thanks, Xion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. You better.
Demon Fang!
Glacial punch!
Try this!
Tiger blade! Here's a healing art! First aid!
I'll smash you!
Demon Fang!
In a bind?
Radiant shield! Far enough!
Don't mind if I do.
Demon Fang! The flame inside me is yours to be let free! Burn! Demon Fang!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front
Demon
line.
Fang!
No sooner said than done.
Looks like you got this recovered.
I never miss!
Demon Fang!
Now!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Blazing meteor!
In here!
Inferno
Demon
crossing!
Fang!
This one's mine! Shattering inferno!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Demon Fang!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Prepare to be sealed!
Inferno crossing!
Eat dirt!
No more playing nice! I'll give you this one's
Try
mine!
this!
Hurricane strike! Strike by the fire now!
Rinwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more. We won.
Little
Demon
help!
Fang!
Far enough!
Here's the evil!
Try
I'm
this!
expert coming through!
Explosive ring! Demon Fang! Try this!
Hurricane strike!
Explosive ring!
Here's the evil! Wind astral
Demon Fang!
energy!
Try this!
Doing
Rinwell!
astral energy!
Say no more.
Got it!
Well done!
Take this! Ha! Demon Fang!
Shattering up pieces!
Hurricane strike! Here! This do it!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I feel sprightlier than before.
Gotta
If
break
it's in the
through!
sky, it's mine!
Try this!
This one's mine!
Explosive ring!
Here! Here's a healing
Demon
art!
Fang!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Here I go! Go! Nothing gets
Demon Fang!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring!
I'll be saving this one!
Demon Fang!
Like
We
moths
turn the
to
tables on
flame.
him.
There is one more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Radiant blood! Here!
I can carve through walls!
Now,
Demon Fang!
astral energy.
Say no more.
Got!
Well done.
Take this! Soda!
Here goes!
Mirage! Burn!
Switch to offense! Into the
Demon Fang!
Now or never.
Going in! Now! Go! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Out of our way!
Try this! Explosive ring!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Demon Fang!
Freeze Lancer! Sleep now! Here's a healing art!
Try this! Okay, here I go.
I never miss!
I'll take you all on! Demon Fang! Try this!
Ready and rare!
I can carve through walls.
Make it rain!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Mirage!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegus. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegus?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegus. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegus would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegus, It had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia. So chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah. As long as Lenegis stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Shion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Shion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Shion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Aw, are you tired, Hoodle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right, something is definitely up with Shion.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself, but then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
I wonder what we'll find out here this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them. I always love the sound of hammers banging. Away.
time I try on something new. What should...
Thanks for waiting. Eat is...
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? What's wrong? You're looking pretty down. Something on your mind?
Yeah, you could say that. It's just, well, there's something that's been eating away at me for a long, long time. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Of course not. I'm glad to listen.
See, my mom and dad used to tell me I shouldn't go around casting magic. But there was one time I did, behind their backs. And when I did, Almadria showed up.
Huh?
I hated Almadria for destroying everything I loved. But what I hated most was myself. For breaking my promise to my parents. Even though I swore I'd get revenge, there was always this nagging part of me that wondered if I even had any right to do so.
Rinwell, it was Almadria who killed your family. Don't torment yourself over one mistake.
How can you say that when my mother and father died because of me?
This may not comfort you much, but I'll say it anyway. I have a feeling your parents always knew something like that might happen.
What do you mean?
There was always a chance that someday, someone was going to find you and your family. But even knowing the risks, they still taught you magic. And there are two reasons I can think of for that. First, your talent. Second, they were hedging their bets.
Huh? On what?
On you, Rinwell. On how you turn out when you grew up. Sure, learning magic may invite danger, but it would have been even more dangerous to live in hiding without being able to defend yourself. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they taught you magic. And I think they did it because of how much they loved you.
Because my mother and father loved me.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be putting words into your parents' mouths.
No, it's okay. I used to think I would have been better off if I never knew how to use magic. And if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes I still think that. But after traveling around with all of you guys, I've learned that there are things I can do with magic. That there's a point to it after all. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm gonna try and accept it as part of who I am. I want to use it to protect my friends. To protect the future of Dana. Do you think that's selfish of me?
Not at all. I wouldn't want it any other way with you, Rinwell.
Night, everyone! thanks to you, I was able to rest easy. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Wow! Thank you. What? Great!
Yeah.
What?
I wish I could get an examination.
Well, if you say so. Let me see, yes, you're in well, all right?
If only your brain could keep up with your mouth.
We've reached our destination.
Guess I misread the landing.
Gotta break through! Demon Fang!
Pierce evil! Ready!
This one's mine!
Bring it
Demon
here!
Fang!
Charge away!
Ignite!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Explosive ring!
Time to die!
All back in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Try this!
Lightning strike!
Explosive ring!
Take
Forward
this!
up! Do it!
Demon Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Any injuries?
Right, here goes!
Anything in armor is all mine! Looks like I can carve through armor!
Inferno crosser!
Try this! Explosive ring!
These ones can run rings around us.
In a vine?
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Looks like it could be worth something.
We seem to have come across...
We're in for a long slog with this one.
If it's in the sky, it's now! Burn it! Illuminate the evil! Holy glimmer!
Stay rested. You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Shockwave Flash!
Switch crosses!
Make it rain! You've got a knack for battle.
I'll burn it all! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Inferno crosser!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Go destroy the arc!
This one's ready and ready. For the weak point.
Demon Fang!
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see about that!
To stop you dying?
Right.
Wind astral energy! Hurricane strike!
Demon Fang!
Into the shadows! Shining! Supernova!
Can't get out of this!
Dance in the wind! Annihilate! In here!
The flame inside is yours to be let free!
This one!
Ignite! Demon Fang!
Rain down! Here goes! Tiger Blade! Not in your dreams! Hurricane Blade! It looks like you got this covered! Here, let me help! Here's a
Demon
hero!
Fang! Try this! I owe you one!
Come forth!
Demon Fang!
This one's
Demon Fang!
Hurricane
Explosive ring!
And this one's mine! Lightning strike!
Stop!
I'll heal you all!
You picked the wrong fight!
Crumble!
Demon Fang!
Hurricane strike! Healing cycle! Lightning strike! Back into the fray!
Explosive ring! Demon Fang!
Got it! Now's our chance!
It's too much!
Burning astral energy! Here it is! Let's go!
Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark! Magic in the ground! Holy land! Where are you going? Lightning!
No! Don't leave me all alone
I'll
here.
heal you all! Steel
Power
core!
Demon Fang!
And heal!
Let's try this! Explosive ring!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
This one's mine! Lancer! Here I come! Lightning strike!
This one's all mine!
Hurricane strike! Whoa! Hey! When it is hot! Lunar creep dirt!
Demon Fang!
My head's spinning just watching you.
If we can lightning to them!
This ends now!
Arts require complete focus! Here, let me help!
Demon Fang! Try this!
This one's mine! Lightning strike!
In a bind?
In here! Here!
Armor won't save you!
Try this!
Shining!
Can't end here!
Arnex,
My
come
hero!
through!
Okay,
let me help.
here I come!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my thorns.
Shia.
Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring!
Dance in the wind! Confiscated! Arnex, we're coming through!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by
The enemy's on the line. No sooner said than done.
Try this!
Freeze Lancer! Tempest, there you go! Don't let up!
Good shot.
Here it is! Attack! Raise the cypher! Here, let me help! Magic advance! Sure thing!
Explosive ring!
Down! Your arms! Their arcs were interrupted.
Enemies immobilized!
Lightning strike!
Demon Fang!
Here I go! This
One
one's
more!
mine!
Explosive ring!
Here goes! Will this
Demon
race
Fang!
not on my watch?
What the?
You pay for that!
In a bind?
Hurricane
Now you see what I can do!
far enough!
Demon Fang!
Photon flash!
Try this! You may be no! It's in here! Try harder! Not a chance!
Holy land! They're all coming.
I'm
Don't
coming,
get in
Manuel.
my way! I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
Inferno! Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Nonsense!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yeah. Seriously?
Hey!
We finally made it.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Guess I misread the landing. That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Little help!
Demon Fang!
Annihilation!
Try harder! Not a chance! No escape!
Hurricane Strike!
Explosive ring! Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade! This one's mine!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane Tornado!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Shattering pieces! Attack!
I'll heal you all! Illuminate
No further!
Tiger Blade!
Is this what real pain feels?
One more time!
Try this! Explosive ring!
Rain down Annihilation! Gravitas Field!
Shield and
My turn! Try this! Explosive ring! Try harder! Not a chance! Explosive ring!
Don't mind if I do.
All right.
Why'd you heal me?
Here, do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Ready and raring.
Try this!
Shield and face! Here! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Go here! I'm out of ammo!
Bang!
I'm all shot up! Switch down! Will this help? You got the photon! Will this help? Go ahead!
Demon Fang!
Switch to offense!
No.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here I go! I'll bring you back from death to this!
I'm ready to go!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Guardian Field!
Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
I'm ready to go!
Demon Fang!
Banana!
knocked
Here's a
out.
healing art! First aid!
Now I can let
Glacial
loose.
Spear! Here's the evil! Stars of light! Rain down and purify!
Demon Fang! Try this!
Here's a healing art!
This one's
First
mine!
aid!
Armor won't save you.
Meteor!
Hit down! Demon Fang!
Hang fight!
Look sharp!
Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
Ignite!
Inferno Crossing!
Demon Fang!
Meteor!
Okay, here I go!
Just make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here's a healing art!
Look sharp!
Take this.
It looks like we made a match!
Here's a healing art! What might I do?
Can't get out of this.
Down!
It's about to strike!
We got him on the run! Look sharp, everyone!
Be happening!
You'll pay for that!
Get you all tucked away!
Demon Fang!
More protection!
Demon Fang!
Shattering to pieces. Attack time.
Demon Fang!
Far enough!
Lightning orb!
It's on!
Look sharp!
Demon Fang! Burn!
Flaming Meteor!
Demon Fang!
Holy Blizzard! Holy Wind!
Explosive ring!
Tiger Blade!
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Air field!
Demon Fang!
In the wind! Air thrust!
Demon Fang!
Lightning conduct! Thunder blast!
I'm in your deck, Dohan.
Then
I
tonight's meal
have
is
no
on you.
limits! You got it.
Light up the holy land! Force required for the
Trust this! I'll burn it all! Ah! Flaming pillar! Fire! Demon Fang!
Take this.
Try this!
Lightning conduct!
Not now! Not ever!
Radiant light.
The enemy is going all out!
Regenerate.
Benediction light.
Water astral energy!
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Demon Fang!
I couldn't hit him.
Demon Fang!
Light.
I'll smash you.
Demon Fang!
Meteor storm! Dance in the wind!
Demon Fang!
That's
Try
where it
harder!
does it.
My turn!
I'll be saving this
My turn! I'm on! Demon Fang! This one's all mine! I'm ready!
Does it.
Remote!
astral energy!
Say no more.
A hard-won victory.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Right.
Good. You don't say.
Right.
Agreed. This shall be a feast for the senses. I sense a poor soul who is in dire need. Why?
Oh! Yes. Well... Yes!
My thanks.
I can't say I'm impressed. You're making promises too freely. And that last exchange...
Niez is beset with grief. As a responsible Renin, it falls to me to extend my hand.
I don't think it should be your burden to take on.
Yeah,
I see. Good.
well... Oh?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
Really?
What? My thanks.
Hey! Well... Those three seem to get along so well. Was it... really right for them to separate?
It was his choice, and he ultimately chose the lady over his friend. I can only hope this helps her in her recovery.
Huh?
Yes!
Huh?
Well...
So then... My thanks.
I still can't believe Deadeye was caring for these owls. Maybe he really was a nice guy once.
People are not born immutable. They change. And not always for the better.
This time it was for the better, though.
Indeed.
Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head too.
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Oh, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby.
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors, and his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels? Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
It's quite hot here. The climb...
Stop screaming! Hit the mark!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. So hot.
Well, yeah. breach the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And... Little help!
Where are you going? Let the marksman handle this.
This one's Field! I'll be saving this one more time!
You got flyers.
Raging I've got this! Leave the enemy marksman to me!
No place here.
Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Citizen!
Take it.
Rising Wyvern.
Hurricane
Here goes! Take that! One last one!
Searing flame.
Take this.
Reload.
Here goes!
Sword
One
Ring
more!
Alpha.
One last one! I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
On my way.
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Here's
evil! Not in your dreams! Raging Cascade! Lancer! Sealed! Let's get you all tucked away! In here!
What did they just say?
Light burst forth.
Radiant Citizen!
Here I go.
Rising Wyvern.
The water magic is am! Tidal!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. Let's dispose of the trash. Fires of passion course to display!
Flaming meteor.
Fires of passion course! You have to aim for the bright area on their back. This will come in handy. Go for the weak point. Weak now.
All bastion their defense!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Sonic thrust.
Raging Cascade!
Make it rain!
Raging Cascade!
Burning.
Laser Spear! Raging
Now,
Cascade!
while it's reeling.
Take it down! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Blah, blah, blah! Blah, blah, blah!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Raging Cascades! Spread! Fires of passion!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Mega Ray! Annihilation! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Radiant Hit! Searing Flame! Flame of Fury! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Raging Cascade! Freeze Lancer! Spread! Raging Cascade! Searing Flame! Raging
Inferno crossing.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Huh. Seriously? Is this a joke?
Fires of passion coursing this way! Sharpness! Raging Cascade!
Take cover when it curls up!
Raging Cascade! In here!
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
Annihilation!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Yours to be let free.
Lightning Blast!
Pang.
Dance in the wind! I'll
heal you all!
Not today!
Raging enemy! That's it!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
We need to be careful. With the blazing sword
In a bind?
and with my sword.
Shion.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Out of our way! Raging Cascade! Spread! Not in your art field! Raging Cascade! Going in! Spread!
Don't worry.
Fire this one!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
The enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that! Sure! This'll come in handy! Corruption! Freeze Lancer! The power of water! Raging Cascade!
Light Spear!
In here!
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer! Make it rain! Kizara frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you. Wow, look what I just found.
Get lost!
Burning Hell!
Crescent Radiant Shoot! Raging Cascade! Gemini All-Black! Raging Cascade! Their hide is thick as armor! Make your way! Lost! Demons Descend!
Flashing Fang!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Carve through armor! Take this!
Now!
Thoroughly! In an instant! Impact Block!
There!
Now!
Got
Here I
it.
come!
House this!
The flame inside me
Flaming
yearns to be
meteor!
let free!
Oh! Gemini
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Demon
This
Fang!
wall! Gemini All-Black! Flight!
Explosive Ring!
Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm practically unstoppable.
My face is starting to sting, and my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Hi, Hoodle!
Are those rocks of skin?
Healing Sleep now!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Step back. This one's all law.
cascade!
Down! You're a horse!
Right here! I got you!
As it cools up, time to get out of the way.
Alpha! Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done!
Burn in hell!
Hurricane! Light astral
Demon
dance
tank!
in the wind! In here! There!
An astral arc?
That's my cue!
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good graces then.
Raging storm!
As impressive as always.
Now!
Here I will go with...
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Sometimes I wonder where you come up with those moves.
I could say the same to you.
Good thing we're on the same side, huh?
Forgive you! Fire's this passion! Forces this flame! Don't mind if I do! Raging cascade! Raging cascade! Raging cascade! Raging cascade! Raging cascade! Magic is there! You get the gist! Here's another! Bullseye! Go get him! One last raging cascade!
Appreciate the help.
Raging cascade! There's one wire! Zero flame! Here, let me help! Raging cascade! First aid! Thanks so much, Fred! Raging
Hey, so
cascade!
much, Rinwell.
Maybe my arts do have a place in this world.
Sure, there's tons of
Raging cascade!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malita!
Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more. That astral...
I'll do my best!
All defenders take one! Come forth, the healers of purity! Maelstrom! Burning!
The bigger they are, the harder they fall!
Mega Razor! Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done! All disasters made one! Come forth, the helix of pure! Hold on to your arc! Here I come!
Going in!
Mega Ray! Do it!
Going in!
Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people. Now,
Yeah, I guess I will.
Little help!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil!
Take this.
Water astral energy! Hurricane! Freeze Lancer!
Demon Fang.
Hurricane! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Glacial Spear. To be let. You picked the wrong fight. Demon Fang. Try this.
First aid!
Explosive rings. Demon Fang. Explosive rings.
Flame of fury!
Demon Fang.
Do it!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
All
Now.
disasters
Here I
made
come.
one! Let me help!
Take it.
Floods of fury!
Lightning Struggle!
Maelstrom!
Hurricane!
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
Out of my way!
Hear me!
Fire's attack is all disasters made one. Come forth and heal its impurity! All disasters made one. Come forth and heal its impurity!
Ignite!
Maelstrom! Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen. Get behind me!
Fire's a passion! Here's the evil! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Raging Cascade! Sleep now.
Make it rain!
Speak not on my watch!
Demon Fang!
Blah, blah, blah. Into the shadows! Sleep now. Mega Ray!
Rising
Tidal Wave! Downfall! Lightning Strike! Raging Cascade! Lunar Blast! Spread! All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its impurity! Maelstrom!
Going in!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its all disasters made one! Come forth and heal its impurity! Maelstrom! Sweet dreams! You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Great!
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
You want me? Come get me!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its impurity!
Hurricane strike!
As impressive as always.
Where I hoped I would be.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. All disasters made one! Come forth and heal its impurity! Maelstrom! Corruption! Heart require complete focus! Raging Tempest! We managed to turn the tide!
For now, but things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert. Raging Cascade!
Looking good out there.
Just getting started!
That's the spirit. Take no prisoners.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, you and I both.
Looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it. Little help! Sharpness! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Frozen!
be done.
All thanks to you.
Field! Raging Cascade!
Mine.
Glacial Raging Cascade!
As impressive as always.
Well, I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen...
I feel sprightlier than before.
That's far enough!
Ignite!
Course in this flame!
Let me help.
Sharpness! Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade! Reload! Raging Cascade! Burning!
Glacial Spear.
Here's evil! Raging Cascade! Freeze Lancer! Raging Cascade! Radiant! Look here!
Sword Rain Alpha!
In a bind?
Lunar Corruption! I'm all done up! Legend Annihilation!
I'll smash you!
Now! Hurricane Fire!
Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a...
Right, here goes!
Not in your dreams!
Double
Fire Blast!
Double Demon Fang!
Fire Corruption! Course in this flame! Glacial Fire! Raging Cascade!
Shatter pieces!
Rising Rocket!
Aim for the weak point! I'm out of ammo! I can't heal you forever!
You picked the wrong one!
Maelstrom!
Prepare to be seized! Portal Blade! Rising One!
Do it! Raging Cascade! Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Any injuries?
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't... try anything.
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain earth.
Out of my way! Demon Fang! In water! Come forth, the helix of purity!
Can't get out of this!
Glacial Tide!
Demon Fang! Try this!
Now you see what I can do!
Now I can let loose!
In here!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
You company!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Demon Fang!
Lightning Orb!
Glacial! Try harder! Mine to the blade inside me! Yours!
Make
You
it
let
ready.
go of me! In an instant! Impact Block! Not a chance!
Illuminate the dark!
Demon Fang!
Holy
Take
Glitter!
away! Commander of Heavens! Phoenix Cyclone!
That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same.
Dispose of the trash.
Inferno Crossing! Now for something special! Close one! Gotcha! Raging Cascade! Spread!
Now we're not...
Do it! Xion! Astral Energy! victory. Naturally. Raging Cascade! I'm on a roll! You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Come forth, the helix of fury!
Ignite!
Maelstrom! Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous! Raging Cascade!
Megasonic thrust!
In here!
Rending
Free
thrust!
Lancer! Raging Cascade! Come over! Here! Raging Cascade! Make it do it! Raging Cascade!
Look sharp! Lightning Thunder Blade!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Little help! I never miss! All disasters made one! Come forth! Healing of purity! Maelstrom! Fire the passion! Courses its flame! Freeze Lancer! All disasters made one! Come forth! The healing of purity! Sleep now! Run for the stockpile! All disasters made one! Come forth! The healing of purity! Maelstrom! Now let's do it! It's weakened!
This ends now!
All disasters made one! Come forth! The healing of purity! Far enough! Maelstrom! Fire and passion courses its flame!
I don't have much left.
All disasters made one! Come forth! The healing of purity! I'm ready! All disasters made one! Come forth! The healing of purity! Maelstrom! Flame of Raging Cascade! Lightning strike! Raging Cascade! Make it rain! Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
You sure showed them!
All in a day's work.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! As This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogles?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with my thorns.
Shield.
Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Magic is there! Spread! Blah, blah, blah! Spread! Go get it! Will this help?
Take this!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Eagle!
Freeze Lancer!
Double Demon Fang!
My head's spinning just
Hurricane Slaughter! Here goes! Divine Aqua!
Double Demon Fang!
Raging!
You picked the wrong fight!
time to shine!
Raging Cascade!
Sonic Thrust!
Spread! Raging Cascade!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Reload! Spread! Raging Cascade!
Double Demon Fang!
Got it!
Double Demon Fang!
Now's our chance! Here! Spread!
I'm out of ammo!
Raging Cascade!
Fire's
attack and magic!
Can't get out of this! Now you see what I can do!
Do it! Law! Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade!
Ready and raring!
Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Magic is there! Spread! Blah, blah, blah! Spread! You get the gist.
Take this!
Blah, blah, blah! Sharpness!
Not today!
You get the
Why'd
gist.
you heal me?
To stop you dying?
You get the gist.
Right.
Spread! You get the gist. Spread! Blah, blah, blah! Annihilation! Spread! Lightning!
Lightning Thrust!
Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread! Raging Cascade! Spread!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Magic is there! Spread! Raging Cascades! Spread! Fire's attack! Display! Sharpness! Raging Cascade! In here! This will come in handy! Do it! Dohaline!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting. The enemy heals off too.
You'll soon see about that! Spread! Here, I'm going to First aid! Seal! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Ridwell.
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine! Dad, will this help?
Stay away from my friend!
Will this help? Magic is there!
Win!
Healing circle! You get the gist!
We're interrupted!
Freeze Lancer!
Double Demon Fang!
No more playing nice! Will this
Finish
help?
it! Demon
Alvin!
Fang!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improvement.
I owe you, Theon.
And healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Okay.
Here's a healing art! First aid! Fire's a passion, courses this blade! Sharpness!
Thanks.
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem! Art expert coming through! Raging cascade! Spread! One more time! Let me help! Hurricane! Spread!
Burn!
Raging cascade! Spread! With magic is there! Raging cascade! Ready!
Is this it?
Come on! Long! Demon's descent!
Flashing bang!
Raging cascade! On guard!
Thanks, Shiro. Be careful not to overdo it.
Raging
I'm sorry.
cascade!
I'll do better.
Try this! Splendid blast!
Raging cascade! Spread! Raging cascade! Spread!
You're mine!
Raging cascade! Spread!
I'm nearly done
Raging
for.
cascade! Not on my... Hold on to your art. Here I come!
Turbo blade!
I'm on a roll!
Demon fang!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Sorry. Raging cascade! Spread! Too much to handle? Thanks so much! Rage requires complete focus! Fire's a stuff! Take care of it!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Piercing roar! Raging cascade! I'm out of amp! What? Fire's a passion! Courses is head! Sharpness! Raging cascade! Sealed! Here, let me help! Freeze Lancer! I'm on a roll! Glacial Spear! Sleep now! Freeze Lancer! Freeze Lancer! Will this help? Raging cascade!
Okay, here I
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Freeze Lancer!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
Raging it's weakened!
This ends now!
In here! Freeze Lancer! Do it! Kikara! Frozen! Hammer! Here, let me help. It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Better!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alpha!
Watch and learn! That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Hey, is that it over there?
I always love the sound of hammers bang.
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave. We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Shion? Where... Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? Shion. Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, You have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Elvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Elvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadeye, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Huh? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, we thought we'd turn the tables and critique your appearance for a change.
It's not fair if we're the only ones subjected to it.
What?
Did you guys hear? Apparently, she found that dress of hers in some old ruins.
Alphen, we haven't heard from you yet. Would you care to tell us your verdict?
Sure, I guess. To be honest, when I first saw Shion in that dress, I
Quit it!
was absolutely captivated.
All right, I think that's enough fun for one day.
This is great. Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I've been thinking about what we discussed earlier. His reasons might not have been pure, but in the end, Dohalim still made Elda Menancia a place where Danans and Renans can coexist. I thought everyone would welcome that change, with open arms. I took pride in what we had without putting in the work to truly solidify it. After so much failure, do you think I even have the right to pursue my ideals?
It doesn't matter what I think. You've already found your answer, haven't you?
I know what I want to say, but I can't help but wonder if I'm being selfish.
Everybody makes mistakes in life, Kisara. Everybody. It's what you do afterwards that matters. But you already knew that, right?
Yeah. I won't look away from the world any longer. I'll do my best to confront reality, so that we don't lose anyone else, ever again. More to the point, Dohalim needs someone who can push him forward. I think we both get lost in our sorrow too easily when we focus on the past.
If we see that happening, we'll set him straight. Don't worry. We'll look out for both of you. I have to say, though, if you turned out this well modeling yourself after Miguel, he really must have been a great man.
What, you didn't believe me before? I'm pretty sure I've been going on about him since I joined up. If you need more convincing, I've got plenty more stories about him.
Maybe another time.
Don't worry. Once I finish folding these clothes, I'll go to sleep. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
I'd like to check their wares if you don't. Mind.
You can never be too... prepared. But did we have to spend so much?